What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. Alright. So, Endeavors have finally made their way today. Experienced some of them. So, still trying to figure out, like, you know, where all of this stuff is at, especially from a controller standpoint. Iron Astronaut crates are out. Let's go check that out. Alright, here. Seals of Endeavor. Alright. Kind of crazy. I don't think anybody's going to be getting any of this stuff, this crate. That's a lot of endeavors to, you know, kind of go through. New mounts. New Apex mounts. I hate when they come up with new astronaut mounts. Fuck. That's badass. Okay. Not a big fan. That's still cool. I'm not gonna lie, these ones even look really cool. Even the Guar looks funny and cool, and that's not hard to believe. Alright. Sweet roll. Alright. So, man, this is pretty expensive stuff. You know, and you know when you're taking a look at the endeavors. So it's kind of interesting though, because now that they have the endeavors, you know, when you want to buy crown crates, you know. My question of it is where are the crates? So we launched a system, but we have, where are the crate buy menu? Anybody notice this? Like, there's no crates to buy. They're here. The Endeavor system's here. How are people getting these new mounts? What the fuck, yo? Oh, maybe it's in just the regular store.
Fortune favor.
Okay, let's go to the store. Maybe it's just whatever. There's the crown crates. So there's new ones. Kind of whatever. There it is. But I mean that's expensive. It's going to take a long time to get that shit. Anyways, so let's talk about a discussion about. I'm just going to do a couple battlegrounds. Do I even have pots? Whatever. So today I kind of poked around a couple like low level content creators. I like to browse like upcoming content creators for the game. You know, I like to promote in this channel for sure. And everybody knows, like, you know, how I feel about certain. First off, I don't like clippers. I hate clippers. I feel like they're the scum of scum. If they don't stream, I don't care that people are like, I'm a 1vxer, and they spend 90% of their time dying to get that one clip. Okay, I don't mind that. Question of it is, do you stream it? ever? Or are you just always making yourself look like the shit when sometimes you get caked? You know, that's my question. That's my only question. So I don't promote anybody who doesn't stream. I always promote anybody who streams regardless of their skill level, as long as it's good content. So I see one content creator and I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Like this is the extent of the content is like, you know, you guys just troll keeps without capping. See, here's the thing. I play DAOC, Dark Age of Camelot. I'm a Siege player. And one of the most, I think, disturbing things that ZeniMax has allowed to go on for the longest time is people who don't give a fuck about the campaign. It eats up, you know, data. It eats up that node so bad. Performance. They're always saying, we're trying to improve performance. We're trying to improve performance in Cyrodiil. We're trying. Bullshit. Because the thing about it is, Battlegrounds, though there are some problems, right? Performance, for the most part, besides some stupid shit, is 10 times better than Cyrodiil. But then we get these people that come into Battlegrounds who are objective players. That's why I'm an advocate for arenas. Because I want to get non-campaign people out of fucking Cyrodiil. I want to get non-Battleground players out of BGs. I want to get these cessed motherfuckers in their own fucking little world. Where they rightfully deserve to be at. And that wouldn't discourage me from participating in arenas. I enjoy all aspects of PvP. The question of it is when you go walking around into the ESO, and here's becomes the most discouraging factor for different types, and there are different types of PvPers. Because believe it or not, there are players who like to siege. There are players who like to battleground. There are players who just like to do nothing but kill. And then there's players who like to duel. You know, they don't want to be in a large scale battle. They much prefer a smaller, you know, venue. So my question of it is, why aren't we catering to that as much as possible to actually address performance issue? Becomes the question. You know, I've said before, there's probably multiple ways to address things, but, you know, Snoop, damn, I want that red MPX. Dude, it's badass. I'm close. I have, what? Oh, really? I need that for my Nightblade bad, dude. The mounts are badass. The mounts are badass. I'm not even going to lie. These new mounts are sick. I mean, not even even the non-Apex, Radiant Apex ones are pretty grossly awesome. I'm not even gonna lie about it. You know, that these are, even these ones are bad. Look at that. Even those ones are badass. They're bad. They're badass. But deathmatch. Okay. You know, so when I pop in and I make a suggestion, you know, to some of these content creators, like, look, man, you want this channel to grow? You want it to grow? This is cheese, man. This is cheese. It's straight up cheese, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's cheese. It's cheese whiz. You know? And I think a lot of times they're like, well, no one asked you. Look, man. Look. And then they start trying to cut on me. I'm like, look, man, I promote channels. What I'm trying to tell you, you're here in a group, AP farming, in a keep, on all, like, almost every one of your videos. That's not going to attract people, man. It's just not. I'm like, you're better off getting in, like, maybe a pre-made BG if you want to do, like, a a group like channel or something, you know, whatever. But oh man, come on. Why is my pot switching my bar? Man. Damn it. 350 something thousand damage. That dude's doing really good. Just can't get in for a finish. Come on. I got a healer or some shit, man. Damn it. I'm dead. Yep. Like somebody's fucking healing these bastards somewhat. That's a lot of damage to absorb. Not really. Gotta love the desync here at times. 660 something. There's one person beat me in DPS. God, son of a bitch! I can't get in enough to fucking shit. Sucks. Fuck. Got the VAT on me. What the fuck? Look at this thing. Yo, Zoss, man. I think you need to change your shit. Only one player's without a death. Is that the one that's got all the... Yeah. Damn it. $823. 1.1. Look at all that healing. God, man. The damage is there. Just couldn't close in. You know, it happens. It happens. It happens. Nothing you can do.
Switch in 3, 2, 1.
Like sewers. I think sewers is a great PvP system on its own. I think there are a lot of things. I just think they need to extend. It's time. It's been over what? 3 years? Since PvP, there's been anything added, anything that people can say, oh, they just added monster sets to sewers. That, you know, that's not PvP content. It's just not. I just think, like, literally, you know, when I'm floating around looking for content creators, and I'm looking at certain things, you know, it's not about their builds, it's not about anything, it's about what they're trying to offer the viewers. I ask myself, what separates this player from others? That's just a simple question. That's all, you know. And sometimes, you know, like I said, I've promoted multiple content creators in multiple ways, and you know, at the end of the day, I don't know, man. You know, I never claimed to be the best. That's not it. The purpose. The purpose of it is just to say this: hey, man, you want to get Cyrodiil under control. You want to get this performance in there, right? Let's start addressing the problems. Why it's overpopulated, and why you still have these people who don't want to play Cyrodiil in the way you designed it. It's because they have nowhere to play the way they want to. So give it to them. Give it to them. There you have it. Oh shit, I'm in this crap. There's another blade. I walk into like 2 blades and a sork and I'm like, what the fuck, yo? Got mage blades, whatever blades. Shit. Ah! Blade. We gotta stick together, man. God, here we go. Guys. Dude, you got me pinched. What kind of fucking dude just gets everybody pinched? Bullshit. Fuck that. Okay. Can I get a bar swap? And a potion?
Their backs are against the wall!
Uh-oh. Burst. Now, I'll take the hit. I better not out damage any of those dudes. I'll be pissed. I hate when I do that. I end up with the most stats and I out damage like 3 or 4 of my fucking teammates, 2 or 3 of my teammates, and they end up with more KDR. I'm like, what the fuck? Fucking. Sorkin bladed. I ain't gonna say anything. They should have known. What the fuck? We're gonna fucking... Fucking, I got 2 of them over here and they're chasing the blade. You fucking little chicken shit, dude. I knew it. Nice job. Nice on the back. It better not... I was about to say, I better not end up beating these fuckers in DPS, man. It just better not fucking happen. Can we get together? Jeez. What the fuck? Shit-ass blade. I should have fucking not followed this fucker. Nice stun and the drop. Got the one finisher. Don't make me fucking... Please do not let me beat you guys in DPS. My team isn't sticking together. That blade's gonna cost us. Double blades. This is what happened, or blade and sork. Up. Watch. It's always a fucking blade on your team, man. Be the death of you guys. Wait till I play Mag Sork again. You're so screwed, all of you. How's that feel? Oh shit. No. The blade just bailed on him. There's a weak. He's got it. One more, come on. One mil. DK, man, I'm telling you. Not as many, died maybe a little bit more than I liked. This guy, man, look at that. Blade. That's good. That Sork did good. Dude, that DK is badass. Adolf, what would you recommend, Xbox Series X or stick with my PS5? Since Bethesda's been doing out of Xbox. Do you see Xbox outdoing PlayStation? It's going to be hard to grind all over again, but I'll do it. Honestly, here's the thing. PS is fine. PlayStation is fine. I think PlayStation has to do business with Microsoft moving forward. It's not about that's now a preference thing, right? More than, software. It's there, service. Xbox is more into service. I mean, the Xbox, here's the deal for me. Whatever you prefer from Xbox or PlayStation should be your preference, not the game. I made recommendations that, based on price point, if you could justify spending $200 more, go to PC. Because we have the add-ons, The Xbox, the new Xbox and the new PlayStation, from what I've seen and heard, this game runs insanely better on both platforms. The problem of it is, from PlayStation's standpoint, is ZOS has been having more bug problems as of recently. So, that's the concern. And by the way, Adolf, I'll get that build next week. I got to finish this other build tonight. I'll post that today sometime. That hollow build. And then I'll get that Mage Blade out next week. And then I'm working on a new PvP build as well for my Stamplar. So I rehauled him, especially since a number of changes. I'm going to give a hint though. I think Real Godzilla sold me on Stoons on Stamplar, but I'm going to use another set. I don't know if it's being utilized, but I'm going to configure it to be a little different than what most people would traditionally, conceive. Because I just feel like there's a lot of strength in Stamplar play. And I think, I don't know if anybody's running the same secondary set with Stoons, but Real Godzilla kind of sold me on Stoons with Stamplar, with the proc. And I was like, I could use this other set and I can use this. So we're gonna rebuild the Stamplar PvP. So this build's fine. I just need to get better at stand play. So only thing I made the change with was put the Lover Mundus on, take a little bit away from the procs, a little bit, not much, but it still deals a lot of damage. I just hate that I don't get a lot of time to learn anything. Because I have some of the high-end competitors in my bracket, and it kind of sucks. It's cool, but it sucks. I keep asking myself, how do you drop the MMR rating? Can you drop it? Or is it locked in, or how's that work? As far as your MMR progression, do I have to just die a shitload or lose a shitload, or how's that actually work once you hit a certain bracket? That becomes my question, because I'm I would really like to try this out a little, some more shit. Get tired of playing against the people who's had their builds for a couple of months, and and then I'm trying a new build, and I'm like, fuck, I'm trying basically a whole new setup. I've been playing a lot more Sam lately. Which is unlike me. Mag DK, I always go back to Mag DK if I just want to go dunk on some shit, especially blades. Mag DK, I feel great. I feel great on a Mag DK every day of the week. A Mag DK, I feel solid in. I can readjust build on Mag DK and, take into consideration, my resistance, my weaknesses, things like that. I feel good on Mag DK. Mag Sork, I break out a Mag Sork every so often. I pull off cheese ball bullshit, and then I just put it away. I shelf that bitch. You know, I don't even use hard CCs like on Magsork. Like, you know, it's just crazy. Looking forward to Mage Blade. No, awesome, man. I like it. I got to try it on PTS. I enjoy it. Sustain is the thing with, you know, the false and vicious. You know, that sustain and, you know, just being able to sustain the way you do and deal a nice amount of damage, it just covers. It covers so well. You know, it really does hit so nice. And I was hoping to pull off what I was going to do with the Magsorks version, because I'm using Juliana's versus, you know, the Scathing Mage. Scathing Mage, I can't keep it's powerful, but I can't keep the uptime as consistent as I would like, where Juliana's is a little bit more reliable. And most people would just, you know, denounce it because it's only 300 spell damage, but it's mobile. Like, you could put Scoria, right? But you wouldn't really benefit from it because we're using False God. So that Minor Slayer buff double stacks just is kind of pointless. But that 300 with the critical values, once you hit, all of a sudden you get this just well-rounded power burst that's consistent and mobile. And I'm like, I love it. I've tested it on the PTS. Everything's worked out so far to my liking, my descriptions, you know, what I'm looking for in these builds. Because like I said, I like to build across the board. I like to think to myself, you know, if a player is going to utilize this, can they do it, you know, in arenas? Can they use this in arena with maybe one or two flex spots for abilities? Can they do 4-mans? Can they do hard modes? And can they take this in trial? Now, as far as optimization, I think there's different ways to optimize builds. When you're taking a look at maybe if you want to score and if you want to have the top end DPS and things like that, and you want to get nitty gritty on some things. But as far as clearing content, I always try to make my builds very scalable and be able to clear content in multiple levels. So, you know, for me though, personally, making these adjustments and making this, you know, radical adaptation to stand PvP and stand DPS is just crazy, because I built them before, but to play it more consistently, you know, it is different. You know, you put the rotation in, you know the rotations, you know how everything's supposed to go, but, you know, when you look at, you know, application and your knowledge on it, Stam feels different, man. It really does. It's like you were saying, though, about your spammable. Like Mage Blade, we have 3 different spammables we have accessibility to. The question becomes, what do we feel comfortable with as individual players with our spammables, right? So, like, I always, you know, like, I want to use the Sigic, right? I honestly do at times, but I don't like the feel of it. You know, that second draw. I mean, I know my dots are firing. I know I'm getting that extra scale factor to War Maidens. I know these things. It just doesn't feel as fluent, especially on, you know, whatever. I feel like it doesn't feel right. Like you with Swallow Soul. You like Swallow Soul. And I always go back. I've used Swallow Soul a couple of times, you know, as my class spammable. You know, but it really is a preference thing, you know. It's what feels good in our rotation.
9 more minutes, okay?
Huh? 5?
9 more minutes.
9 minutes? Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm going to get this queue. I got to take my daughter to work. I was hoping to get 2 in. So. But anyways, yeah, I want to leave queue. Ugh. I think honestly, at the end of the day, I think there's a lot of pro things that's going on. I think once again, Zenimax though, I don't think the crit nerf is a permanent thing. I think that's going to have to go back to the drawing board for Zoss. moving forward to hamper a value that excessive and keep everybody. Here's the problem with the crit nerf. Let's finish off on this note. Unless ZOS comes out with every new DLC, every new dungeon with crit sets, right? New crit sets. Nobody's going to be interested. Monster sets, who gives a fuck? They literally pigeon them, and especially with scale, the scale system now, going against MAG. I honestly think that ZeniMax is going to have to go back to the drawing board on that one. I think that was a big mistake. If they're going to want to, and I'm preparing people for this. I'm going to say this. They're going, probably 6 months from a year from now, ZeniMax is going to nerf the crit modifiers and restore the crit chance. That is what's going to happen. Why? Because now people are going to have to go back to the values that amplify their base, their crit rating, and such. The Harpoon's waiting kill is a temporary facade. A temporary, means to justify, the current content. And I feel like once ZeniMax realizes that if they just start putting out gear that appeals to statting, not procking or gimmicks, the more it's going to spread out diversity amongst all different types of builds, and the more it's going to promote a wider array of compositions. And the only way you can actually reinstate the crit chance is by nerfing the crit modifier. It's the only way. People might not like me saying that. People might actually give me a big, huge thumbs down. I might get 20 thumbs down on that, just saying that alone. But it doesn't change the fact that it's true. It doesn't change it. I always tell people can hate what I say. It doesn't change the fact that it's true. So I honestly see that going to happen. So be prepared. Anything in this game can happen and most likely will happen. Adolf, thank you for stopping in. Snoop, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it, guys. As always, I'm Mr. Craven. This is Mystics MMOs. Have a good one.